Welcome to episode 3. So it's currently 2 days after the Great Birmingham Run half marathon. I've actually got my finisher's t-shirt on today, so I'm just going to have a little bit of a debrief about the run. So first things first, I got a PB. My chip time was 2 hours 20 minutes and 7 seconds, so I'm really happy with that because my previous PB was 2 hours 24, and when I did the Great Birmingham half marathon last year, I actually got, I think it was around 2 hours 32, so a course PB for me of about 12 minutes, mainly because my race pace management was a lot better than last year. I started out the race wanting to be in control of everything that I did, from pacing to not getting caught up in the atmosphere of having runners and then just setting off too quickly. So I wanted to have an average pace for the whole thing around about 6:53, which is sort of what I've been doing in training. So I know that's around about my easy run pace, with a sort of goal of maybe around about 7 minutes per kilometre. So as long as I stayed within that, I was going to be very happy. So in the end, I ended up with an average minutes per kilometre of around about 6:37, something like that. So I'm certainly very happy with my pacing, and I was pretty much running for the whole thing. There's probably around about a stretch of about 500 metres where I didn't, but that was totally uphill, and I said to myself, I'm not going to burn myself out right now. I'm just going to sit this one. I'm just going to walk it. I actually did a bit of speed walking up with it. So once I'd got up that hill, I was determined just to carry on. And then having a few chats with people that you sort of communicate on social media, it's so motivating when someone just comes up from behind and then says your name, and then you have a chat with them, just as you've been encouraging them, they've been encouraging you, like through on Instagram and things like that. So it's always good. If you ever see me on a run or anything like that, please feel free just to say hello. It's very motivating, and you sort of think, you inspire me because I see you, and maybe for some people I might inspire you. So it's always good just to say hello and things like that. So it's always good. In the back of my mind, whenever I'm running, I always remember about my places where I failed in the past. So right at the start, I was always thinking about, there was a place last year where I'd cramped up, and that was been in my mind for the whole time. Am I going to get to that place around about 16k where I'm going to cramp up? Essentially, it is at the 16k point. And then beforehand, I felt a few twinges in my calf, my hamstring, but I just slowed the pace down, just trying to keep it within that, between that 6.5 minutes and 7 minutes, because that's what I've been doing my easy pace at. So I know that I'm able to manage longer distance, longer duration at that pace, and it really helped put me in that mindset. So I was really happy about that. I was able to do a bit of, as I said before, a bit of in-race management. So it sets me well up for this next phase of marathon training, which always sounds a bit weird to say. So these are my splits for the whole race here. You can probably see, I think the quickest I did might have been around about 6 minutes and 1 second, something like that. And the slowest was 6 minutes and 58 seconds, so perfectly happy with that. Nothing over 7, which at a contrast to last year, if I put that here as well, you can see the difference. It was a lot better, and then obviously 12 minutes better overall. So I'm really happy. Currently, this is the first time I've been out, because I've had cramps in my calf and my hamstrings since then, so they've been a bit tight, so I've been stretching it. So this is the first time I've been out on them. And then what pleased me the most about the entire race management was the fact that on the last corner I was just able to save just a little bit. I've always got this mantra of, you've got the crowds, so just try as much as you can, do a sprint finish. I did it last year, but I was cramping up before the finish, so it was a painful finish, and you could probably see it in my finishing photo, which I'll put here. This is from last year, but you can see the pain on my face. But this year I'd saved those little reserves in the tank, so I just went for it and got a little bit of a shout out from the announcer on the finish line, because I pretty much sprinted it, not as fast as I can, but I had enough in the tank just to make it, just to, with that thing in my mind where I was like, I need a better finishing photo than last year, and I think I got it. Do you agree? This is this year's finishing photo. Just let me know in the comments what you think. So now we move on to the marathon block. 6 months of training all the way up to the New York Marathon. Not sure yet which races I'll be fitting in between. Might be a 10k, might be another 10k or half marathon. I haven't quite decided yet, but fingers crossed, this next 6 months will be the biggest training block of my life as we lead up to the New York Marathon. So if you enjoyed this video, press that like button and subscribe to the channel for my continued journey on my road to the New York Marathon. I'll see you on the next one.